You feel tired all the time, not physically, spiritually. You try to pray, but your heart isn't in it. You open the Quran, but nothing sticks. You feel distant from Allah, and you don't know why. This isn't laziness. It's not random. It might be a spiritual attack, and you don't even realize it. Most people imagine spiritual warfare as something extreme, like black magic, possession, or jinn. But the truth is, Shaytan attacks quietly, subtly, over time. His goal isn't always to destroy your life. Sometimes he just wants to make you spiritually numb. So here are 7 signs you're under spiritual attack, and you may not even see them coming. 1. You feel tired. No matter how much you rest. You sleep 7, 8, even 10 hours, but still wake up exhausted, not just in body, in soul. That heaviness you feel? It's not your diet, it's spiritual weight. Shaytan drains your energy so that your mind is too foggy to think about Allah, let alone turn to Him. 2. You constantly procrastinate Salah. You set your alarm. You say, I'll pray in 5 minutes. Then 50 minutes pass. This isn't coincidence. Shaytan doesn't need to make you stop praying. He just delays you long enough that it becomes harder and colder. 3. You lose interest in worship. Dua feels dry. Quran feels distant. You start thinking, what's the point? Spiritual attacks target your heart. And if your heart goes quiet, your soul follows. Shaytan dulls your sensitivity to remembrance. 4. You're suddenly overwhelmed with doubts. You begin questioning things you never questioned before, not because you researched, but because you were randomly hit by doubt. That's not curiosity. That's a spiritual whisper meant to fracture your iman. And once the door is cracked, Shaytan keeps pushing until you give in. 5. Sin becomes easier, and tawbah feels harder. You find yourself slipping back into sins you already left, and you feel like you can't stop. Then, when it's time to repent, you hesitate, you delay. You feel like a hypocrite. This is spiritual sabotage. Guilt without guidance. Shaytan wants you to sin, and then shame yourself until you stay stuck. 6. You feel cut off from other believers. When you're spiritually under attack, you begin to pull away from good company. You ghost your practicing friends. You stop going to the masjid. You isolate yourself. Why? Because spiritual isolation is step 1 in spiritual destruction. Shaytan works best when you're alone. 7. You experience sudden anxiety without clear reason. You feel panicked, worried, unsettled, but you can't explain why. This isn't always psychological. Sometimes it's spiritual pressure, a reaction to disconnection from dhikr. Your heart was made to remember Allah. When it doesn't, it signals danger. And that anxiety is the alarm. If any of these signs hit your heart, don't ignore it. This is your soul signaling that something is off. Here's how to fight back. Return to dhikr, even if it's just astaghfirullah 10 times. Pray, even when it feels dry. Your soul will catch up. Make dua like your life depends on it, because it does. Surround yourself with believers again. Read Quran, even 1 ayah. Repeat this. Allah is with me. Shaytan is not. Because the minute you start fighting, Shaytan starts losing. You were never meant to fight alone. Allah knows the whispers you battle, the guilt you carry, the nights you cried silently. And He hasn't left you, not for a second. The fact that you're watching this right now is a sign that Allah is pulling you back. If this video reached your heart, share it, because someone else out there might not even know they're under attack.